This is Josiah Plays Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Blink. Alright, I'm playing my character Cato Bloodrose, the Battle Mage, very soon to be the Crusader. Doing a mixed might and sorcery build, focusing on fire magic and fire damage. I'm a Docklefar. We have just arrived at the House of Ballads, again, because we have accomplished a thing. We've got these crystals, these strange crystals, and we need to bring them to Hallam the White so he can find out how these crystals are being used by the Maid of Windermere to change the ballads, to change what happens. So we're going to go in here and talk. We're going to holla at Hallam the White. We're going to get a lot of these people.
You have earned my respect, Sagril. What does it all mean? Sagril has perished? Bloody...
Leave it to Hallam the White
it's the maid.
and his pet to expose my plans. You will regret ever joining the House of Ballads.
Look, I'm pretty sure I know, but, you know, just for the formality's sake, who are you?
I am known as the Maid of Windermere, but that is all you shall learn this day.
Right. Honestly, I was expecting you to be taller. What are the deal with these crystals? I mean, you seem to want them badly.
You will have to try better than that, beloved. I keep secrets for a reason. I wanted the mission's crystals, but the mortal and his boy would not cooperate. But I always find a way to get what I desire. Don't we all?
Oh, you're not going to get them from me. Where's the king?
Winston is with me, and he will stay with me until I deem it fit to return him. If the House of Ballads wishes to have its king, it must send its greatest warrior.
Guess that would
Since
be me.
I have all of them, that leaves you. Come, I wish to collect you as well. I will be waiting.
I guess I'm flattered.
at
I
your
mean,
service,
I've never
Sagril.
been collected before. Well,
How
there's
may
our
I serve
friend
the court?
Hallam. Let me journal about this quickly. The Maid of Windermere has issued a personal challenge. She wants me to come and rescue the Court of Enchantments. I should speak with Hallam about the best way to do this.
Impressive ballad, Sagril.
Thanks.
This is not just about the court anymore. You have roused the maid's interest, and it is clear she wishes to add you to her collection. We must do as she commands, but we will be prudent in how we proceed. This ballad, The Champion, is one to be undertaken with great caution. So, Sagril, are you ready to make the preparations and depart? Now is the time.
Well, what is the champion?
It is a tragic ballad of a knight who entered the maid's kingdom, only to fall prey to her enchantments. His name was Sir Elswin, and he had the best of intentions. Elswin gloriously overcame Windermere's defenses, but it was on the edge of the Weeping Gorge that the maid came to him and clouded his thoughts. Now he stands forever as the maid's lone champion, defender at the gates. All who wish to enter the kingdom of Windermere must go through him.
And why do we have to be prudent?
I cannot foresee the outcome of these events, Sagril. This version of the telling has never been told. I can hardly bear to think of what is coming. You must do all you can to preserve the House of Ballads, even as the maid tempts you with her promises of freedom. We have a responsibility to what has come before.
And what is it that the maid wants, anyway? I mean, is she just lonely and wants to keep some friends around?
She covets King Wenson and always has, by taking the whole court of enchantments. She is sending a strong message. Revenge is now what she desires most. There is more. There is you. The maid is a curious sort, one whose interest is easily aroused.
I've aroused
Your
her.
presence has altered the telling,
Hashtag
and she
scandalous.
wishes to learn why.
Alright, well, sure. I suppose I can fix this whole problem for you.
Then it is time. You are the last knight of the House of Ballads. You represent all that we've been through, all that we are, in this telling and all those to come. There is little you can do to prepare for the journey ahead, but take another resurrection potion like the one you used to save Ferrara. You may need it.
You're just handing
is
out
all I can
resurrection
offer you.
potions like they're water.
The rest of the story is yours to tell.
Can I get like 6 of those just in case I need them? I mean, they probably have 32 ounces of nanites in them. 32 ounces of chaos. Alright, how do I get to Windermere?
One can always find what is sought if the desire is strong enough. Venture northeast of the House of Ballads, and you will find your way.
Northeast, got it. Goodbye, Hallam the White.
You are our last hope, Sagril.
The champions. The Maid of Windermere has challenged me to come to her kingdom and rescue the Court of Enchantments. I will do it, if it means the fate of King Wenson and his companions. Now that I've received Hallam the White's blessing and received the resurrection potion, I should proceed north to the Kingdom of Windermere, lair of the Maid of Windermere. Resurrection potion. Made for the specific purpose of resurrecting a specific individual, but who might that be? I haven't been told who I'm even supposed to resurrect. So that's the entrance. That little area right there is Windermere. We're not going there yet. That's not which way the wind, Amir, blows right now. Instead, gonna cross this long bridge. We're gonna cross this long bridge. Let's get some Ember Eyes. Next level up, I'd get my my Crusader Destiny. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with my points because I'm gonna have to respec when I get more trainers anyway. Maxing out Detect Hidden would be nice. Maybe Mercantile? More like more Dispelling. Or Alchemy. Alright, so what we're gonna do... Take a look at the old journal. Alright, this is what we're doing now. We're going to go back to the Travelers, since I've stolen all the items that Crogaran wanted. I've stolen the Gilricus Medallion, the Pole of St. Edric, and Drog's Toothpicks. I should return to Garen and show her the fruits of my labor and gain admission into the Travelers. So we're going to Star Camp. There's Garen right there. There's some Scarlet Flowstone. Alright, Crow Gizzle.
Greetings.
I've done your task.
You have completed the task that the Hierophant set out for you, as all travelers are expected to. Well done. What I invite you to join is not a fraternity, not a guild. It is a family, a race, a bastion for those of like mind and talents. All travelers are now your kin, and you theirs. Now, the Hierophant is called for you to serve again. The seer demands, so you must answer.
Well, I'm delighted to be part of the Travelers. What do I need to do next?
The next task is unique. It involves stealing from one of my kind. Amateur, Lord of the Hunt, fallen member of the Courts of Summer. This is what I can tell you of the task. Pray at the Hierophant Shrine and receive their blessed wisdom.
What can you tell me about Amateur?
I know of him. He is the Lord of the Chase, a member of the Court of Summer once, a fae of some import. But his title is a thing of artifice, nothing more. We shall show him and the Summer Court that such pomp is meaningless.
I see. So I should talk to the Hierophant then?
You must go to the Hierophant Shrine and pray. Only then will you be awarded the knowledge you need to continue.
So you're saying that I have to pray just to make it today? Got it.
Good luck.
I was invited by a man named Grim Onwig to join the Travelers, an organization of nomads that have a reputation as being great thieves. After stealing several valuable items, I've proven my worth, and I've gained admittance into the Travelers. I've been offered a task of thievery by Garen. I should pray at the Hierophant Shrine in Starcamp to get more information from the Hierophant, the anonymous patron of the Travelers.
Care to toss some dice?
Maybe. No, I don't. I did a little dice tossing before. Place of residence at Brigand Hall. Huh.
So, you've come to me again, Shade. So competent you were in your last mission that I've prepared another for you. You will steal Buru's boots from Amateur, Lord of the Hunt, once member of the Court of Summer.
Tell me about these boots.
They are ancient things, a rare item to be so treasured among the Fae. Though their enchantments work only for the Fae, they are still highly prized.
I like this one. I'm stealing boots? Seriously? Where can I find them? No, I gotta go with this one. I'm stealing boots. Seriously.
I am the Hierophant. I'm never wrong, and I am always serious.
Uh-oh, this was like an
Bite your
asking
tongue
Tunok about
or
his
leave
mask
the
situation.
travelers. Fates have shown that the road to the boots leads not to Amateur, but his herald Airgaze. Most curious. Find her in the She. She will lead you to Amateur in the boots.
Very well, I'll do it. I've prayed at the Hierophant Shrine, and I sassed the Hierophant a little bit and got, upbraided for it. I've been asked to steal Buru's boots, a pair of magical footwear, yes, I'm serious, belonging to the famed hunter Amateur. The Hierophant has prophesied that I can obtain the boots if I meet with Airgaze, Amateur's herald. How you recognize these boots? I'll recognize them. They'll look
Always open
special.
for business when the road is your marketplace. Are you looking to buy items?
I don't think I need to really do any commerce right now.
items or sell them. If you need another
Now that
trade,
I've joined,
then
I want
come
to see
see
if
the
anybody has anything new to say. Rose?
Why not rest a moment and toss some bones with old Rose? Never know when luck will care to play again?
thanks.
Let me know.
Oh, there's a quest over here.
I hear a Graven is looking for someone. I've never spent much time among... Heroin Colt's been teaching stealth... I hear a Graven is looking for someone to help him with a job. Wonder...
Greetings. For your coin, I can help you improve it. Let your steps
I've already
fall
been trained by
silently.
her. A Graven does have a quest for me.
Well, you've got a lively bit of swagger about you, traveller.
Got that
Fancy on
swagger.
helping me with a bit of work.
Ah, well, sure. I love work. What do you need?
It's keys I need, Burke. Prison keys. The travellers are getting locked up in record numbers. I'm not one to sit around with my mouth agape. Getting these keys could save a traveller from the noose, but to get them, you'll need to get to jail yourself.
I don't like the sound of this very much. But I'll think about it.
Talk's one thing, Burke. You bring me those keys, and then I'll know that you decided to do it. Pleasant travels,
Need a
Burke.
quieter step?
Why do you keep calling me Burke?
Back again? Still could use the help of a clever traveller if you need some coin.
How do I get the prison keys?
There are guards outside of the prisons in each city, and they have the keys, which means you'll have to get arrested, or be right clever in pickpocketing.
Great. Alright, goodbye.
Pleasant travels, Burke.
A Graven Hand, a traveler of Starcamp, has offered me a bounty for each prison key I can bring him. He'll pay for keys from Odessa Prison, Rathir Prison, and Melson Shear Prison. I haven't been to any of those places. Nor do I expect to be at any of them anytime soon. Shadow Prison. Got the games. Lockpicks. Did they give me a lockpick? Welcome to the Travelers. Here's your complimentary lockpick.
Hello, hello.
Don't break it.
Ain't no worries in Star Camp. Living free in the world with no master, save the Hierophant. But we make do.
He must consider you to be a Burkler? Burkler. Ah,
Go
I see.
already.
I'm going to Burkle some shit. Anybody else here of any import?
So quiet lately.
Oh! I can have the contents of this chest now, like, without it being stealing. Well, that's lovely. Reminds you of Quest
Hello
for Glory.
there. Need an answer or a rumor? You've done well to come to a lay in dark. I hold on to whispers and secrets in case they're needed.
This character's
Now
my
come, fellow
character's
traveler.
long-lost sister.
Ain't much like a bit of gossip to soothe the tongue, isn't it?
Look, I'm pretty sure we're related. She already trained me in Mercantile, though. Goodbye,
May the ground
mysterious
be soft
sister.
and your steps silent.
I guess they figure if you can open this lock, you can have what's inside it. Oh, no wonder they didn't care.
Heroin Colt's been teaching stealth skills for years. No better instructor than her.
What are you wanting?
Rose Baden's running another dice game, so I hear. Great way to win coin and lose it.
It's a thief training chest.
Hello there.
Grab up on some
What?
leech wood. Is this also a thief training chest? This one's just not even locked. They're just like, hey, want something? Here you go. Here's some free shit. How about this one? Oh man, my Magus' talisman is so nice. That's a great find.
Care to toss some dice?
No. That guy wants prison keys. Let's find this air gaze. Who air gaze is human. Wait, what? Apparently, this person is right over there. Woot woot black cohosh hype. Be a drinking game. You take a drink every time I find a black cohosh. You be getting fogged up. Hey, there she is, I think. I wonder what's going to happen here. Hello.
Greetings to you, traveler. I had hoped I would meet one of your kind in these woods. You seek to rob the Lord of the Hunt Amateur.
How do you know
I
that?
wish to see the boots taken from my master as well, but I do not have them. I can only reveal their location to you.
Why are you helping me? How did you know I was... Well, tell me about Amateur.
He was the Lord of the Chase, a member of the Court of Summer. Of greater fay, I know few. Of greater tragedy, I know little.
And who are you?
I am the herald of the Lord of the Hunt Amateur. I once sang of his accolades and applauded his triumphs, but no more.
Why? Well... What are you doing in the She?
These were the darkest woods, the oldest and purest. With the humans to the west and the Alfar to the east. It is the last of the old places we Fae have left.
So how do I find these boots, Ergaze?
To find them, you must find Amateur, the Lord of the Hunt, the one whom I herald. But this is not merely a matter of an owner and his possession. The Lord of the Hunt has secluded himself in Arduith because the boots carry a terrible curse.
Curse doesn't sound good. What kind of curse?
Amateur is the Hunt incarnate, and the boots enhance his natural abilities. They make him undetectable. He stalks unseen and unheard until he strikes. But the boots urge him to hunt, to take blood in life. His mind is like the feral beasts. He views all creation as his prey.
And I won't be
And so he
easy
locked
prey.
himself in Arduith to protect all from his madness. Entering Arduith, and he will hunt you as well.
I see. Oh, this sounds like it's easy enough to solve. Is there any way to save him? Actually, I don't understand all of this.
Amateur was once one of the Summer Court. He embodied nature's drive to hunt. Then, he found Buru's boots.
Who is
For a
Buru?
time, they seemed like a blessing. A natural extension of his own prowess. And then, he fell. And as his herald, I too fell. Now forced to remember his greatness.
Is there any way to save him?
No, though I yearn to see my master restored. The curse is too pervasive, and he would wish death on himself for how he has fallen. But in that death, there is a blessing. For he might rise again sometime, and restore the hunt, and free himself from this indignity. I would warn you that to go to Arduith is to go to your death. But if you must obtain those boots, then you must go. Be wary.
But I mean, there's a healer in the village over there who can remove curses. What else can you tell me about Amateur? What was he like before all this?
He has stalked the forests and the plains and deserts of our realm for all seasons. He is the spirit of the hunt incarnate, or so it was thought. But the long winter came. Magic has been erratic amongst Fey kind. Amateur began losing his abilities. He felt withered.
It happens to a lot of Fey. This Arduath place, it's one of the Fey Hollows, I take it.
My master saw what he was becoming because of the boots. And with one lucid thought, he sealed himself in Arduith. There, he might not bring others to harm.
So he's sort of holed up in there. One might call it his boot camp. Well, I'm a boot to get in there and fight him. He really pulled himself up by his bootstraps. Where can I find the boots again?
They are with Amateur in Arduith on the edge of the She. The Hollow serves as a prison for Amateur, but it is also his killing field. Even if you guard yourself, it may become your tomb.
We'll see what happens.
Go. Now!
Dear Journal, I have been confronted by Amateur's herald, Ergaze, who has revealed to me that her master has been cursed by the boots I am meant to steal. In order to protect the world from the blood rage that has consumed him, he has locked himself in the Fey Hollow, Arduath. In order to steal the boots, I will have to go there and deal with Amateur. Drag his boots off him, kicking and screaming. Yeah. I should make sure not to put these boots on. Alright, where Arduath at? That's Rundamir. That's Aod. Honestly, I don't know where Arduath is. Oh, it's up there. I see. I see. Here. All the way to the north. He's the sole inhabitant of Arduath. Yeah, there's not going to be any monsters in there, definitely. Just him. Just him and like a ton of treasure chests. I have a feeling he has company in there. Company in the form of boggarts, sprites, bar guests. What's up, Visidius Moz? How you doing? Good to see you again. Welcome back. Level 16 loot. Perhaps. I'll believe that when I see it. This game is stingy on the loot most of the time. Ah, fuck. I don't want to fight these two Cruducks. Besides, I went the wrong way. Boggart Shoe Shiner. Okay, that motherfucker. Sprite cobbler. Ah, shit. Death in the water. Wait, is this place behind the waterfall? But that's cool. Oh, no, it's not. That would have been cool. Fey Hollow. Pretty sick of Fey Hollows by this point. Not gonna lie. I need $50 to make you holla. I get paid to do the wild thing. Well, I'm sensing this is gonna be bigger than just one room.
Who enters here?
Oh, yeah,
This is a
he's invisible.
sealed place, interloper, and you must leave before I spill your blood. It is too late. The hunger grows and roars within me. I must hunt. I will hunt you, mortal, until you can run no more.
What part of... Oh shit, 65%, so you need some serious persuasion up in here. What part of hunting involves giving up your element of surprise to make a speech to your prey before... let's see. How did you come to Arduath?
This is a cell of my own choosing. It is the hollow where I first awoke. It is my den. They are my grounds. The hunger drove me here, where I can be alone. But for the beasts that wander in, and you...
You're the Lord of the Hunt, then, eh?
I was, once. The court of summer held me to be the champion of chases, a master of stalking the woods of our realms. But with the boots, I have transcended. I am not the Lord of the Hunt. I am the Hunt.
Right. You know, the boots are cursed, Amateur. Yes, I got it.
I know. I had only wished to combat the waning of strength that the summer fae are experiencing. But then the magics began ensnaring my mind. It is too late for me. But you might take this. May it help protect you from my hunger. For blood. Enough talk. Come into my den, little mortal. Your blood shall be mine.
The hunter's friend? What did he just give me? I have arrived in Arduath. I must find a way to find and kill Amateur, who as a result of the cursed boots has become a mindless killer and can be completely invisible. I will have to kill him to obtain Buru's boots. Oh, it's an amulet or whatever. 6% damage with ranged, 6% damage versus beast, +1 stealth. No. An amulet blessed by the Lord of the Chase, a member of the Court of Summer, said to fortify even the greatest of hunters. That's getting sold. Should have asked to burrow his boots. Alright, well. I'm gonna look around here for clues. And by clues, obviously, I mean loot. Oh shit, a boss bar.
I will enjoy your death. I will cut you over and over. Are you enjoying the hunt yet? Why don't we go deeper into my domain?
Sure, buddy. I guess... So he apparently killed these things. We got drama music. Well, there's two ways I can go. Looks like I'm supposed to go this way.
Cut you over and over.
Sure you will, pal.
You're quicker than you look. We better start taking this seriously.
Yeah, you better. I think he left. I think I have to follow him to yet another location. Am I regenerating right now? Oh, my gauntlets are giving me regen. I'm not seeing a lot of lootables in this particular location. Oh, here's one. I'll take that stuff. Will you? Oh, I'm bleeding like a motherfucker. You put a serious bleed on me. Bleeding the way a motherfucker bleeds. I don't even have a mini-map right now. Cannot save while in combat? Alright, I'll come back for it. I'll come back for it. This guy should go hunt the Maid of Windermere, right?
You look a little lost. I will cut you over and over.
That bleed is no joke.
The cycle demands your
Oh,
blood.
shit. I'm getting hurt. I am in the pains. Look at him running around on fire. Oh, I got him. He's dead. Could have used Reckoning mode, but I didn't think it was necessary with just one enemy. Buru's boots. The once mythical boots of Buru. Separation from Amateur has sapped them of their power. Alright. Sure it has. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'd go into Reckoning mode and then he disappears and I waste my Reckoning mode time and it didn't seem like the best way forward, so I just didn't use it. I'm not good at this, man. You know what I am good at? Save scumming. Hard to click the mouse that fast. There we go. Wow, there wasn't shit in there. Maybe I'll get some good loot here. Scholar's great sword. Level 6. That's pretty nice. I wonder how it compares to... Minus 10% mana cost is no joke. Still not as good as my Magus, though. Wonder how that great sword compares to Fortune. 57 and 13. Fortune's better. What is up, Dank Swank 7. You terrible at dispelling? Yeah, I'm terrible at it too. I just save scum that shit. How you doing, Dank Swank? I don't think I've been every area in here. This is where I came in. But go back this way. I'm good, thanks. That's one of those death plants. Stay the fuck away from it. Hey now, don't be rude. This doesn't lead to any treasure though. Alright, I think that's it. Actually, oh yeah, I've been to that dead end and gotten that treasure. Okay. Get out of here. I have recovered Burrow's boots, though their enchantments seem to have been undone when I killed Amateur. I need to return to Krilgaren and let her know the task has ended. Alright, back to Krilgaren it is.
Welcome to Star Camp. The boots do not seem to have weathered the separation from their master well. Still, they are in hand as ordered. The Hierophant is pleased to have a thief like you in their service. It brings us power. There is a new task, but this one comes from me. Grim Onwig has not returned from a mission of his. I fear that he may have been captured.
How can I help Grim?
You must find Grim and return him to us. From what I've seen of your work, you have the best chance of anyone in camp. Grim is a close ally and a talented traveler. His safe return is your top priority.
What was his mission?
The Hierophant ordained him to steal an ancient book called the Missives of Sable from a stronghold held by Jotun. It seemed a relatively easy task. Jotun have no need of books after all. They are fiercely territorial, however.
Where can I find Grim? Her hair makes you want soft serve ice cream? Nice. Situation looks grim. That's right, Nox.
He was to go to Owen's stand in Lorca Rain. I have no doubt that you will find him there. And you must hurry to him. Once crossed, his captors will not take long before they decide to deal with him. Be careful. There is something unnatural at work here.
Alright. Goodbye, Krilgaren.
May the road rise to meet you.
The Hierophant, the anonymous patron of the travelers, asked me to steal a pair of magical boots from a Fey noble. I have returned the boots to Krilgaren, who is very pleased with my work. But now, Kilgaren has told me the Grim Onwig, the man that recruited me into the Travelers, has gone missing on the job. I've been tasked with going to his last known location and learning what has become of him, and help is necessary. Alright. I think before I do that, I think I'm gonna go meet Niralim, or Niralim. This is like the main quest. I could go there, I could go to Ownstand, or I could go to Windermere. I'm gonna go Niralim first. This is the place, huh? Alright, so now we're back at the She. That's a hell of a pillar. Hey, look at those little Fey owls. There's two of them in the one hole and one of them in that hole up top, and there's one of them over there on that little pillar. And there's one on top of that glowing thing up there. Those are cool. We don't have to ram all the pillars. Cairnirelum. Wow, look at that tree. That tree is no joke.
Another mortal, but not like the others. You are welcome here. Niralim has been waiting.
Really? Mad waterfalls up in here.
Niralim says few words, and even fewer words are spoken of the children of dust. You are quite the exception. Niralim would not mention you unless there was some pressing matter of fate. You should speak with the wise tree yourself, and learn of what has been foreseen.
Welcome, DRPZOR. Derpzor? Dr. Pazor? Dr. P. Zor? Dripzor. D. Ripzor. No, I'm assuming it's like Derpzor. Is the correct pronunciation. How you doing? Yeah, this is my first time, basically. Maybe they're part of a secret puzzle. You mean the Fey Owl things, Maz? Who are you?
Chosen by the Summer Court, I serve as one of many tenders to Niralim. Occasionally I'm privileged enough to hear the wisdom of the great tree itself.
Tell me about Niralim.
Niralim is wiser than King Tatarian, and older than memory itself. Niralim's words of wisdom carry much weight with the Summer Court.
What do the tenders do?
We care for the tree, making sure it grows strong and true. But we are more than just simple gardeners. It is an honor to be one of the chosen who meditate in the shade of Niralim's wisdom, cultivating and bonding with its spirit.
Well, I'll let you get back to that. Goodbye.
Go with wisdom.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot so far. Alright, I'm here to meet Niralim. Oh good, some black cohosh. Running short on that. What's this thing? Looks kind of like a lore stone. Oh, sorry, I literally just ran this person over. Stampede.
Niralim was a sapling long ago, when Dalentarth was a barren waste. Careful where you tread, for these grounds are sacred. Niralim was a Careful where you... Niralim was a... Niralim. May your wisdom grow within us all.
Sorry I trampled you. These things happen. Oh, little ember eyes.
Niralim, may your wisdom grow within us all.
Fucking love them some waterfalls in this place.
The Maid, convinced of Olain's threat, agreed to free the town. The people offered thanks and praise, and quietly she went her ways. Once the ill were brought to health, and the villain had fallen by, good Olain returned to mortal ground, and gifted them with magic found.
I have waited 200 years for Niralim to speak even a word to me.
I'm just gonna walk in here off the street and Niralim's gonna chat me up. Jelly much?
Careful where you tread, for these grounds are sacred.
Well, I'm about to take some sacred black cohosh. Waterfalls of Amalur Reckoning. Game's got a lot to offer for a game that bankrupted. Yeah, I have the DLCs also. Gripzor. There's a KOA
Come
Facebook
closer,
group.
little curiosity.
Oh, the tree is talking to me. I don't have any questions at the moment, but I'm glad you're here. I'll probably have a question at some point. What are those are those like lanterns or something? Like giant lanterns? They're pretty cool looking. Oh, maybe he's not the tree, maybe he's just this glowing green ball. What up, glowing green ball? This is like the nature version of the Eye of Sauron.
The curious one seeks a way to the Fae, but it has found its way to the boughs of the World Tree instead. Rest, Quickling, and I may study you.
I don't know if this is a rude question, but what exactly are you?
Look around you, and I am all that you can see. My roots spread across Dalentarth. My leaves read the winds from Frostbrine Coast to Alabastra. My family and I circle this world. We were saplings when your kind emerged from the dark, and we will grow with you until this world burns once again.
So you're saying you're old. Why do you want to study me?
My roots spread wide and deep, and I have heard what brought you here, but I cannot see where you go hence. The time of the Fae is passing. I must shelter them in their twilight, and protect them from the Prismere corruption that spreads in their kin.
I can help, Faye.
The gardens of fate are clear to me, and all that ever shall be are visible in its blooms. Issa's end has always been certain. Buried beneath Prismere blades, I can only hold back the tide. But you, perhaps you can change the currents. Where you tread, you mark all you touch. Before I would help you, I must know. Will you be a kind gardener, or a careless reaper?
Well, I generally tend toward careless reaping, but in this case, I'm willing to make an exception and be a kind gardener. What do you need me to do?
Like all quicklings, you are eager to act. I would rather see the method of your action. A tribe of trolls has been corrupted with Prismere. Their matriarch, Nash, has united the clans in the first step on the path of Dalantarth's demise. You can change this fate, but to what? In doing so, you may awaken a more dangerous threat, like your ally, Aelin Shear.
What do you know about her?
She walks a dark and tangled path. A path you once walked together, before you died.
Oh, we knew her.
But your path is your own now. Defeat Nash, remove the taint of Prismere. Then I shall see who you are, if not who you will become.
I have many questions for you, Niralim. Can you tell me more about yourself?
I am as world trees have ever been since the dawn of time. I watch, I understand, and I remember.
So, you see all of fate?
The fates of quicklings are very simple. Growing, consuming, expanding, dying, and always rushing predictably along your paths. You are unique among them. You decide your own direction. But does that mean you will choose anything different?
Well, I don't know. What was I supposed to choose? You keep saying quicklings. Is that just what you call mortals?
I can no longer ignore the quicklings like your kind, who rush through the world, ever anxious, ever eager, ever evolving, but never changing. Fools who hack at my roots and burn, and sometimes sages who hang from my branches and learn.
What is the nature of the Fae?
Like the sun in the sky, they knew me when I was a sapling, and they will know me when I rot.
So
but they will
Fae
never
are
know
older than you.
change, nor how to save themselves from their patterns. Only one Fae has ever truly changed, and he now leads an army to destroy your kind.
Oh, that must be Gadflow. Is it because of Prismere? Is Prismere inherently corruptive? Is that what's causing all of this?
To creatures of flesh like yourself, Prismere is a powerful tool to harness magic. But to creatures of pure magic, like Tuatha or trolls, Prismere is so much more. To them, it is a curse, a blessing, and a rapture all in one. it drives them and consumes them. And to the weak-willed, it corrupts them utterly.
That doesn't sound good. You can show me the way to Issa, can you not?
The last great Fey city. At once the birth of their dream, the throne of their great realm, and the deathbed of their kind. In thanks to High King Titarian, my bows stand vigil over their city in their twilight. Only by my leave may visitors see them in their weakness.
Well, I'm hoping you let me in, 'cause I'd like to see it. So, you want me to go after this Narsh? Is there anything else you can tell me about Narsh? Is it possible that she, he, it can be purified rather than just killed?
The troll matriarch. Prismir has corrupted her, making her cruel, cunning, and far more ambitious than her brethren. She bears the marks of the Tuatha, and she shares their murderous intent.
Well, guess I have to fight her. So, what else can you tell me about Aelin Shear? You said we knew each other before. Only by my leave, and he's a tree. Get it? Hey, Fry Guy, how you doing? Only by my leave, and he's a tree. I do get it. I think this guy's bark is worse than his bite, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of runaround going on here, and I just want to get to the root of the problem. That troll needs a Prismiracle to overcome the possessive influence. Yes, Nox. What else can you tell me about Aelin Shear?
Aelin Shear is a mystery and a simplicity. She is focused in a way few quicklings are. Her dedication is true, but I do not know the cause. Together you have walked dark paths beneath my boughs. You knew one another before your death, or thought you knew each other.
So is she my ex? How do I find this Nosh?
The troll matriarch and her brood await at Haxi. Their corruption burns my roots and threatens our future.
Well, I'll go looking for her then. Goodbye, Nirlam.
Walk your path and watch your ally.
I'm going to do some journaling about this. Nirlam has warned me about Nosh, a troll matriarch whose clan has suddenly grown in power. Nirlam claims she has been tainted by Prismir, a crystal that amplifies magic and corrupts fey creatures. In order to prove myself, I must defeat Nosh. And that's what we're going to go do right now. How am I doing on inventory? 42 out of 80? Okay, I should be fine. Might have to go out on a limb for this quest. Nice, Nox. I wonder if this quest will branch out into more than one choice, or if it'll just be completely linear. Branch. Tree. I would make another tree pun, but I can't think of any. Okay, so we're gonna go to this place and defeat us some Narsh. I don't know if clever is the word I would use. For me, at least. Nox is pretty clever. I'm just a dumbass. Hello, Fishman. Back to Haxie. Where am I going? Going here to the Haxie Dam. I couldn't get in there before. I'm on hard. Oh shit. Shit just got real, guys. Alright, it didn't get that real, honestly. I'm doing about half might and half sorcery. Alan Shear is here. I hate when you're out for a stroll and suddenly the nearby wall explodes with a giant monster behind it. Yeah. Happens more than you'd think.
I thought I'd find you here.
What are you doing here?
That damned tree sent me. He has roots and branches all through the forest, but I was so hoping you'd be enough of a distraction for me to pass unnoticed. He said we should walk this path together. Thought I could help you, or maybe that you could help me.
Have you been to Issa?
The gardens of Issa, home of the Summer Fae, once spread from the forests of Dalantarth, across the plains of Erethel, and even through the deserts of Ditir. Between the madness of the war and the spread of man, Alfar, and Gnome, the Summer Fae lose a little more ground every day. A tragedy for them.
That is sad. Well, do you know anything about this Nash?
I've never met Nash. Trolls and Doppelfar rarely invite each other to tea. But if she's matriarch of a clan, you can be sure that she's strong. And if she's so corrupted that Nerelim is nervous about her, then she must pose a bigger threat than most trolls.
I see. Well, good to see you. I guess I'll be off then.
Let's not keep Nash waiting.
Skills I'm doing I've got mostly in Persuasion and Detect Hidden, some Dispelling, a little Sagecraft, a little Alchemy. Where I'm at so far. We're gonna grab us a bunch of soft Scrabble deposits. Is she coming with me? Nah, maybe not. Oh, she is coming with me. Wonder if I have to worry about traps here. I'm guessing not, because trolls don't seem like the
Trolls
type
aren't
that
normally this well organized. Even the biggest clans never built dens this deep.
Alright, shit just got out of control.
No more delays.
Ow. dodge far enough away.
Pathetic.
Well, I just leveled up. Scuttle crab. Wow, that troll had a shitload of gold on him. Apparently we killed some scuttle crabs while we were here.
There's a time to talk and a time to fight. We need to keep moving.
Okay, let's go.
Be on your way.
I did level, so I should look into that here real quick. Why are there so many dead scuttle crabs? They're everywhere. I know I'm going to have to respec for trainers anyway, so I'm just going to put that in there, because traps on the minimap sounds good. Oh, this is when I'm going to get my new destiny, because I'm about to pass 25 here. I don't like Quake. I don't want Quake. Now I can be a Crusader. A mastery of war magic allows you to elude your opponents with the ability to teleport a short distance while exposing them to devastating attacks. Both your defensive and offensive capabilities are increased with your improved control of the arcane. I get 40% of damage received as mana. I get 20% elemental resistance, 15% melee attack damage, and blink. I'll take it. I am now a Crusader. Oh, these guys.
What are the two Alpha doing here?
Pathetic.
I expected a little more.
Kite shield of fire hindrance. Sometimes you gotta kill some scuttle crabs, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes scuttle crabs must die. It's one I made myself. The sword is one I made myself, but I made it with the Blade of Rydurk from the quest to forge the Blade of Rydurk. And then I put my own stuff on there. And I called it Fang of the Fire Snake. Die, crab! They have loot, is the thing. These crabs, they could be spies for the enemy. They could be spies. Just don't know.
clumsy fools.
Never crafted. I think it's because
There's
of
a
the
time to
gem I
talk
put in it.
and a time to fight.
I don't know.
Be on your way.
Water falling down. Oh, I missed something back here. Wait. Here. This place looks cool.
If these trolls ever went on a rampage, they could destroy half of Dalentar.
A joyous rampage. You get to live. I think we got more Tuatha ahead. Oh, and a troll.
No more delays. No more delays. No more delays. This is your end. I expected a little more.
Got you, troll. That one was just on patrol through the caverns. He was on patrol. Sort of weird sound. Some shards.
Your life.
Oh shit!
The
Ceiling just collapsed.
Prismia. This is your end. Pathetic. One step closer.
Restoring helm. Alright. Killing us some trolls. You know, this matriarch's not going to be very happy that we've killed so many of her people.
Looks like the Tuatha have been working here for a long time.
No more delays.
I smell the stink of rotten flesh.
Okay, now this is getting obnoxious.
One step closer.
Rockin' and trolling. Random sagecraft altar here, you know, just in case you want to do any gemming. Had to break some pots. Oh, Helm of the Legion. Kaloran's Legion is renowned as the elite shock troops of the Alfar army. This helm belonged to the captain of the Legion who died in battle against the Tuatha. Might abilities, magic block, physical resistance, block, 50 health, 67 armor. Wow, this is pretty beefy. Certainly will be taking that. Tempted to wear it, but welcome back, Terpsor. Boss room coming up. Maybe so. Yeah, definitely remember to use reckoning mode on this boss. Oh shit, here we go. Here we fucking go.
Prismir.
This is your end.
Well, I guess we're not going to be, like, redeeming her. Oh, shit, she had some loot. These are like a better version of my gauntlets with, like, mad sockets in them, so that'll be great. That's some serious loot. Yeah, I didn't do quite enough damage to kill it before the fate shift ran out. With Nash defeated, the plans of her Tuatha masters have been thwarted. Now it seems that Aelin Shear wants a word with me. I should talk before returning to Nirelin.
Nice work. I see you haven't forgotten how to handle yourself in a fight. Still, this is bad. I didn't think the Tuatha would reach this far. At least not so soon.
Nox, are you a bot? Nox is a cow. Not a bot. Must have been gnashing its teeth as it got wrecked. I thought I stopped the Tuatha.
Obviously, the Tuatha have bigger plans than just killing you. Infusing the trolls with Prismere, trying to bring the war to Dalantar? Nirelin was right to be concerned.
Nash never had a chance.
To the contrary, until you came along, she was destined to rampage across Dalantar. At least, if you believe Nirelin. Go, talk to the tree. I'm sure he'll let you into Issa now. I'll finish off any Tuatha hiding in this den.
Alright. We have to tell Nirelin.
You can tell the old mossy log yourself. I'll be tracking down any other Tuatha that may have come this far west.
We'll see you later, Aelin.
I'll find you again when the time is right.
When the time is right. Okay. Cowbot pick. Hello, very easy to spell chest. Open Sesame, achievement unlocked. Yeah, I need to find more extra backpack sellers. Bug that can be abused for more inventory space? Sounds intriguing. Some good shit here. I need to make a shitload of gems, it looks like. Can't use pristine though, yet. Nash's clan of trolls is defeated. And the Tuatha Masters has been uncovered. I should return to Niralim and warn him about the Tuatha's presence. Back to Niralim, right. Alright, Derpzor, thanks for the tips. That is a hell of a tree.
You return, and in your wake, Dalentarth blossoms. The flow is rearranged, now and forever. Nash's brood is at an end. You have destroyed what was written, and made a new fate for Dalentarth. Even your darkest ally walks a lighter path. And yet the Tuatha still spread, marching with Prismere and pain. You have only delayed our doom.
Well, can you help me, Niralim?
You have the power of an immortal, and yet the humility to ask for help. Little one, I envy your grace. you shall carry my blessings with you. You must know this, Quickling. The age is changing. Immortals are passing, and the future belongs to the young races. If there is a future to be had. Go, and stand at the heart of the She. There you will find Issa, and perhaps you will find wisdom as well.
Nerilem's Grace. There I'll find Issa. It's a shame about Nosh. It's too bad she couldn't have been saved.
Nosh and her brood would have spread across Dalentarth and brought the taint of Prismere with them. So it forever was to be, until you set about to stop it.
What lies before me now?
Only the path of your own choosing. Stand at the heart of the She, and if that path includes the gardens of Issa, I shall allow it.
Thank you, Nirelem. Goodbye.
May your path be long and evergreen.
Your journal. Nirelem told me that he was impressed by my power and hopes I possess the wisdom to use it correctly. He says he will show me this wisdom when I meditate at the pool in the heart of the She. He also gave me 10% elemental resistance. The living sap of Nirelem, fashioned into an ornate and slightly sticky pendant by the great tree's tenders. To its wearer, it conveys the vitality and resilience of nature itself. It smells like aged oak, cherry blossoms, and benevolence. That tree seems to be pining for better times. It's true, Nox. I'm glad I spoke to that tree.
Nirelem speaks with few children of dust. It is a high honor you have been granted.
Thanks.
Go with wisdom.
Bye. And you asked it for help? Meditate in the She. I can do that. I want to get into Issa. There's a bunch of trainers in there. Need to make a shitload of gems too. Are you serious? Ah, it's a crush. We're gonna go meditate. And it's open. The way is open. Into the gardens of Isa. Niralim has opened the way into the gardens of Isa, the ancient home of the Fae. I'm gonna save before I go in there, just because. The hell of a sky. Ooh, the Fae City. Looks nice. How long is your playthrough of this character? I'm not sure what you mean. Like how many hours have I been playing so far? A lot. 48.
Yes, what do you want? I take this responsibility very seriously.
The peace edict is in effect. All mortals must keep their weapons controlled. Do not distract me, Dustling. I meant to watch, to protect.
You guys got some serious Fae blades.
Be mindful of others. There are many in this city who wish to do you harm. Be mindful of others. There are many in this city who wish to do you harm.
160, you think, Maz? It'll be more than that.
Welcome to the Gardens of Isa, home of the Summer Court, and the warm heart of the Feylands. It is a rare occasion for us to welcome a child of dust into Isa, but it is equally rare that Niralim chooses a champion. Pleased to meet you. I am Chancellor to the High King. I pray you enjoy our hospitality.
New location discovered. Well, I have questions for you, Chancellor. What can you tell me about Isa?
Truly a place of wonder, as it has always been and always shall be. Here springs the life well of Dalentarth, and the greater Feylands in all directions. It is a pity that some of our kind have fallen to such degenerative states, but we cannot shed a tear for their weakness.
Tell me about the Tuatha. How did they end up like this?
The ranks of the Fae were not always sullied by the presence of anything so coarse as the Tuatha. Once, the summer and winter courts existed in harmony. But Gadflow perverted the winter court with talk of his new god, and from that poison, the Tuatha arose.
What was the winter court like before?
Too many mortals misunderstand the winter court. Our cold cousins are not evil, but merely evoke the darker truths of nature, from subtlety to decay. Perhaps it makes sense that children of dust are put off by those who embody their inevitable death, but it is regrettable that so many are misunderstood.
And what is the summer court about?
We are the Summer Court, the very embodiments of courage, honor, and all things bright and proud. Some envious few in the Winter Court would call us arrogant and self-righteous, as well as all manner of other epithets. But remember, we are the ones who stayed true to tradition, while they turned to barbarism. The Tuatha find new recruits from our ranks.
Yes, I'm sure you're so wonderful. So Nirelum is very interesting. Pretty old, I guess.
The sapling of the World Tree bears centuries of great wisdom. Of course, long-lived as Nirelum is, it is still regrettably mortal. Even all greatest mortal wisdom cannot compare to the perspective given by true agelessness. Begging your pardon, of course.
So the High King is here. What's he like?
High King Titarian is Lord of the Summerfey, the font of all our wisdom, and first amongst the immortals. And since Godflow tragically murdered the High King of the Winter Court, Titarian is the greatest and last true leader left of our kind.
Well, you mean besides Godflow? Alright, Chancellor. I'm going to look around now.
Excuse me, mortal.
Chancellor Iran has informed me that the High King wishes to meet in the Court of Summer, the Gardens of Isa. High King wants to meet me. I've been accepted into the Gardens of Isa. Alright, cool. Oh, I need to sell some shit. Make some gems, do some shopping.
All are welcome in the Understyle. Your kind doesn't feel the desire to explore, but only some areas are forbidden to you.
There's a trainer, another trainer. The trellis, the font. Who's this?
Have you noticed how the gnomes never seem to exit their branch of the embassy? They are the most peculiar people.
There's gnomes here? I'm out of here.
If you have any questions, speak with Gryamar near the city entrance. He's very helpful. If you have any... I met with the Court of Summer just recently. Titarian was quite gracious, although he didn't grant any of my requests.
Please, come forward into the light of the font. Don't linger there. I need to see you. Closer. Ah, nothing noble about you. That must mean you're the one Erwin is expecting on the trellis. Go there, but be sure to return to Felltown when you're finished.
You're using a lot of words I don't understand. What is Felltown?
It is a special district set aside for the young races. A haven, if you will. We encourage you to stay within its confines for your own protection. Do not worry.
Protection?
Felltown has the amenities that your kind need to lead a mortal life, such as merchants, a smithy, and a tavern for evening exploits.
Evening exploits? Oh. What is the Understyle?
Once, the Understyle was all around you, spreading from the garden's gates to the great trunks of the trellis. But that was before the mortals came.
And the trellis is...
There is little that mortals need to know about the trellis, for it is where the worthy await their moment before the High King. Everyone who stands before the light of the sun must prepare themselves, lest they be blinded. It is behind me, up the great winding stairs.
What else should I know about the Gardens of Isa?
The gardens have been here since the first of our kind sprang forth. Only in the last few mortal years have we chosen to make it known to your people, with good reason. This is a safe place, and we intend to keep it that way. To that end, we ask mortals to adhere to the Peace Edict, which forbids weapons in the city.
What? The Peace Edict?
Most mortals in Isa are stripped of weapons upon entering the city. However, there are a few exceptions. Ambassadors and guests of the Niralim. We do this for your own protection, of course. There is a fire in Dustling Blood that must be quenched by violence. I've never understood it.
I do have fire in my blood. What's the High King like? I'm going to be meeting him later.
The king rules from his throne high above on the font, and he has done so for many seasons. You should know this, since you've been sent to speak with him.
Do you like being part of the Court of Summer?
High King Titarian fulfills his role as our wise ruler. He gathers around him the bravest and most gifted advisors, and together they make up the Court of Summer. Like his predecessors, Titarian's goal is to maintain the Great Cycle, and to keep the balance that has sustained us for all these many seasons.
I don't see what's so great about the Great Cycle.
Every living creature in our world is part of a chain of death and rebirth, even the Fae. However, when we pass into the flow of our Great Cycle, we return again.
You mentioned the font. What's that?
The font is older than everything around you. It is the origin from which we flow. If you search for the heart of Summer Court magic, you will find the font.
Really? Is it like your origin? That sounds interesting. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, mortal.
Alright. So, we got a big Fae city to explore here. There's a lore stone.
She disapproves of pride. She does embody nature's truth, a sharp and silent, simple truth. And yet Oline will always shine among the balanced lore. For humble though her carriage be, a greater knight we'll never see.
She got that humble carrot, Joe. I just finished a set. 8% poison resistance for finishing Dalentarth. 6% mana for finishing the She. Still, need 8 for fall, 7 for summer, 7 for spring. And then all these other ones for the places I haven't been yet. This is the room full of shrines you were talking about, huh, Derpsworth? That's a lot of shrines. What are these people doing?
Do you surrender to the authorities' order and claim his mission?
Oh,
there is but one true pattern, one design. It is the authorities. Everything is his.
More Mitharu claptrap. What do you... Okay.
Is it just me, or does the water level seem to be dropping? I must be seeing things. They say the font's flow never falters.
Max says they can take a shrining to here. There's a lot of non-Fae here. For it being like, oh...
Mitharu is the branch and the root, the moon and tides. His order is supreme.
They're like, oh, it's so rare, we don't let anybody in. I guess we can let you in. I get here and there's a fucking million other dudes already here.
I know the purpose given me, the reason I am here.
Is it just me, or does the water level... Is it just me? We're friendly enough in Felltown, but we still like to keep our secrets. Everyone is listening. Is it just me? If you want to see a remarkable sight, venture to the higher terrace after dark. That's when revelry occurs.
Sounds cool.
Issa is very tense these days, what with the Crystal War and magic. The Fae seem to revel in their ignorance. Issa is very... The Fae like us to stay out of the Understyle. That's their district. Our kind linger in the shadows of Felltown. The Fae like us... Issa is very... The Scholia Arcana are the only outside institution allowed within the city. If you're interested in magic, you should visit them.
I do like magic. Altar of Belen. Shrine of Lyria. Shrine of Mitharu. Nope.
How do you know to believe?
I have faith that his order is supreme, that his gifts are eternal.
I'm all shrined up. Shriny, happy people holding hands.
The Peace Edict applies to all mortals, noble and common alike. That means you too.
So I probably shouldn't start swinging my sword around.
The Peace Edict. Yes, what do you want? Move along. I must not be bothered.
She must not be bothered, apparently. Random bottles laying here. Okay, I was not expecting to find chickens in the fucking Great Fey capital.
We're friendly enough in Felltown. We're friendly enough in Felltown.
Hi there. The Fey'd like us to stay out of the understyle.
It's not hard to find the embassy. Just listen for the arguing. You should come by town later tonight. That's when we children of the dust really show the Fae what it means to live. You should come by town later. You should come by town later tonight.
Save and rampage. I did that before at the House of Ballads. And there was like one motherfucker there that kept getting back up.
Memory Walk is an unnatural place. Cursed by the Fae's false gods. I would avoid it if I were you. Memory Walk is an... Mark my words. The Summer Court will end its neutrality by its own hand. Or someone else's.
Got those blessings on conshrinement. Yeah.
Hello. Mark my words. Memory Walk. Mark my... Memory Walk. Mark my... Memory Walk. Mark my words. The Summer Court will end its neutrality by its own hand.
There's somebody with a quest. Britt Codgan.
I hope you're here about the job. Demand is higher than ever. I'm just too busy to deal with anything else.
And who might you be, sir?
Sure. You want to know about me? It's understandable. You want to know who you're going into business with. A wise move. Very wise. My mother was a merchant in Rathir, and I learned the trade at her side. I took the apprenticeship with Gwenna Hand, mostly to get me into Issa. Now I'm on my own.
Merchant, eh? Yet you have nothing for sale. Tell me about Gwenna. She's your boss, eh?
She's the general merchant in the United Merchants delegation down the road. We've been friends for years now, I believe. A good, honest one, that Gwenna.
What's the United Merchants delegation?
Not just anyone can enter the secret city of the Fae. Oh no. You need an ambassador's endorsement and written authorization, and that's just to be in the lottery. Those in the United Merchants are the lucky ones. Of course, once you see how much gold they actually make in Issa, you will no longer envy them.
I see. So what's your impression of Issa so far?
It's safe, that's for sure. At least for the time being. I don't quite understand the Fae, but they definitely know how to keep a city quiet.
It does seem quite calm and peaceful. So this is Felltown, where us children of the dust hang out, eh?
You think I like being confined to this cage? Think again. And after all we've done for them in this war, ungrateful creatures.
The war? What do you know about it?
I can sum up the war in one word. Folly. It is folly. You will see. Everyone will see.
Well, isn't war always folly? Yet, we have wars, so someone has to fight. The Court of Summer. That's who these Fae are. I don't know, I'm getting a little tired of the Court of Summer, to be honest. They all seem a bit too much for me.
What do I know of Fae politics? I didn't even know they had a city until Gwen and I were allowed in. All I know is that there's opportunity here, thanks to the war.
That's all you merchants care about, right? Well, what do you need from me?
Making a fortune is what? These visitors come with obscene amounts of gold or treasure. They don't mind parting with it. My plan was brilliant. I created a blade, Fey blade, of course, that makes them authentic, something all of them had to have. That's all they care about anyway, Fey souvenirs. I called it the Honor brand. Truth be told, it's dull as a stick, but it's easy to make. Listen, if you can find the parts and make them, I'll pay good money.
Well, I suppose I could use a little more gold. What the hell is what word, Jobsor?
Fabulous, fabulous! You know a good deal when you see it. There aren't enough people like you in Issa. The Fae don't even use money. Can you imagine? Once you start forging the honor brands, bring them to me and I'll provide you with just compensation.
Where can I find components for these weapons?
There should be plenty of parts around the city. For creatures with no interest in possessions, they sure know how to collect a fair amount of junk.
Folly means, like, foolishness. I'll look around. Goodbye.
Bring me something nice.
The weapons dealer, Britt Codgen, has discovered a foolproof way of fleecing the visitors of Issa. He creates worthless ceremonial Fey blades that the inhabitants prize as status symbols. The more of these I forge for Britt, the more he will pay me. I can find the components all over the city. We'll see.
Hey, the Fae like us to stay out of the Understyle. That's their district.
We're
Watch
friendly
your
enough
back.
in Felltown, but we still like to keep our secret.
What's up, Harold?
Please do not engage me. I must not be distracted in my role. Welcome to the merchant's house. You are encouraged to satisfy your desire to acquire possessions. I do not understand it, but it is not for me to understand. Please do not engage me. Please do not... Welcome to the merchant. Please do not engage me. I must not be distracted in my role.
Get to know your blade here.
Holt Fran, eh? Hello, friend.
You've been watching me long enough. What is it? Did I wrong you in another life, sister?
Can you teach me something? Actually, why not?
Farewell.
No, this is not laying down time.
Idle hands can lead one into trouble. The best way to keep busy is to learn a useful trade.
Well, I just learned everything you can teach me. Tell me about blacksmithing.
If you're willing to spare the gold, I can teach you what I know. In this battered old skull is a lifetime of knowledge, and quite a few stories as well.
Alright. Tell me about the war.
I have no interest in this war between mortals and the deathless. It is a waste of life, and I have my own private battles to finish.
How do you like being here in Felltown?
It's as good a place as any, I guess. But after a while, people begin to remember you. And for someone like me, that's a problem. I prefer anonymity. Besides, could there be a better place to hide from this offensive war? The only weapons you find in a garden are the blades of grass.
Strange to meet someone who makes weapons for a living, but does not care for war. So, with the peace edict, how does that affect you?
Let the Fae try to stop me from carrying arms in the city. Weapons are my trade, my only expertise. It would be like asking a hen to stop laying eggs.
You seem an interesting figure. Tell me more about yourself.
What you've no doubt heard is correct. I am the Holt Fren. I forged Bolgan's Bane of the Kaled Coast, and many other legendary pieces. My youth was spent as a mercenary, but I have since renounced those ways. Unfortunately, my enemies have long memories, and they aren't as forgiving as I am.
What's the Kaled Coast?
It is an ancient Alfar kingdom far across the sea in the dense swamps of Klurkon. I once helped its great lords overcome a terrible Bolgan problem.
I see. Any tips for me as a newcomer to the city?
I don't care to stay in one place for too long. Felltown sounded like a good opportunity, and an even better hiding place.
Well,
I
you're
can't
kind of
say
a
the
dodgy
peace edict has
individual.
hurt business, but it's not exactly easy to train students in blacksmithing without weapons around.
Blades of Grass does sound like a pair of fate blades. Goodbye, Holt.
Farewell.
Best goods in Isa.
Oh, here's Gwen at hand.
Memory Walk is an unnatural place.
Now she should
Cursed
have
by the Fae's
mercantile
false
for me.
gods. I would avoid it if I were you.
Alright. Let's get all mercantile up in here.
If you're looking to buy armor, I'm the only one in Felltown who's authorized to sell it. I'm Gwenna Hand, but my customers call me Gwen. I don't have many weapons to offer on account of the peace edict, but there's still a selection to pick through. Have at it.
I met your apprentice outside, Britt Codgen.
He's a dear friend from years ago. He spent time as my apprentice, but recently set out on his own. He sells authentic ritual Fae blades outside in the square.
They're not really all that authentic, he already told me. So how did you become a merchant in Isa?
My twin brother and I were entering the army to fight for the Alpha when I panicked. I couldn't. I'm not a fighter. I came to Isa instead. I'm not proud of running, but I'm much more useful here as an unofficial ambassador of sorts. Not everyone's a fighter.
What do you think of this city?
Being here isn't good for business, that's for sure. I see the same damn 20 faces every day. But it's an honor for Britt and I to be here. Make no mistake about that.
You like Felltown?
This is where the Fae keep us so we don't blemish their pretty city. Can't say I blame them. We're an unruly and ugly lot, mortals.
Oh, we're not that ugly. So you almost joined the war?
The Tuatha were intensifying their attacks against Mel Sinshir, the bastion in the east. Of course, that's just rumors. I pray they're not true.
This peace edict seems constrictive.
The Fae didn't have laws, at least not official ones, until we arrived. Now they insist that those of us who live in Isa must keep its peace. No weapons. You must be one of the special exemptions. Let me guess. Ambassador? Scolia Arcana? Could be anything.
Oh, I'm a friend of Nirelem, no big deal. Alright, let's see what you've got. Alright, let's see what she's got. Got a Cuirass of Sundering. Oh, that has a lot of armor. Plus 7% physical damage. Wow. Recipes for days and lockpicks. Buy just a handful more lockpicks just in case. Alright, let's sell a bunch of stuff. Knight's Hammer, Azurite Fae Blades. I got 285,000. Wonder how much it costs to remove. I don't like helmets ever in game. I almost always have helmets off in any game where I can. Unless the helmet looks super cool, but usually they don't.
Have a good day.
Maybe I leave tomorrow, maybe not.
Abiding gems is costly. Wearing a helmet IRL is where it's at anyhow for immersion. Yes, like sitting at your computer desk literally wearing a helmet while you play the game.
It's been slow today.
Immersion.
Nice to see someone who's interested in doing business for a change. What do you need?
So immersive.
Have a good day.
Just out of curiosity, I want to see what this cuirass looks. Oh, very fancy. But I'm not sure if I want that. If you had a cam, if you used a cam and had a helmet on, I bet that would gather a following. It's that streamer who wears a helmet. Yeah, I have to take that into advisement.
Memory Walk is an unnatural place, cursed by the Fae's false gods. I would avoid it if I were you.
I'm just gonna keep my Was there a blacksmith thing right here? What do I need to make those honor blades? How do I even make them? Oh. I don't have the stuff.
Weapons? You need any? The Fae like us to stay out of the Understyle. That's their district. Our kind linger in the shadows of Felltown. Get over here. We don't abide by strangers in Issa. In this city, everyone is family. If you want to get around the Peace Edict, you'll have to keep your voice down.
But I'm immune to the Peace Edict.
Well, technically, we're not supposed to carry or sell weapons in Issa, but I've found a few loopholes. As have you. If you're on the market for something deadly, I'm your man. Just don't go blabbing about it to the Fae. They've got buds for brains.
And who might you be, arms dealer?
Not much to tell. Heard the war horn of the recruiters and packed my bags. Slipped out in the dead of the night, I did. And I'm proud of it. What good is fighting when the Tuatha don't die? Besides, I'm a businessman. I got my hand on a pass into Issa, and the rest has been waterfalls and walks by the river.
How did you get into Issa?
It's better than the cellar crawl space I called home just 2 months ago, believe me. The Fae may be grumpy, but they've got nothing on giant rats.
So, You're happy staying here in Felltown?
It's not exactly the keys of Rathir, or even the hospitalis quarters of Edessa. But Felltown has its charm. If you find out what it is, be sure to come and find me.
What's the hospitalis quarters?
You know, that neighborhood in the gnome city of Edessa where the poor live. Oh, it's a lot of fun.
And the keys?
The dockside district in Rathir is a lovely place. If you're looking to have your throat cut or contract a nasty disease. Remember it next time you travel there.
Interesting. What do you have for sale? Noxious longbow. Blades of hemorrhaging. Chakrams of the flame. Not as good as my dragon eyes. Oh, he's got stuff for crafting. Keys are hell to spend time in.
Farewell.
I don't like your selection, sir. I don't like it one bit. Alchemy. Alchemy, I can now make potions with 3 reagents. So I could probably make some better healing potions if I knew how. I wonder what I add to Black Cohosh and Ember Eyes to make a better version. Star Thistle, Sativa, Bloodroot, Blacker Cohosh, yeah. There's not even a person in the alchemy area. Oh, this one's free. Embassy Hall. What's going on here?
Welcome to the embassy. You will see that every race has a representative in the city, even yours. You will feel at home here, mortal. There's plenty of deceit and hatred to keep you interested. That is what interests you, is it not?
Oh yes, I love deceit and hatred.
You will feel at home here. Welcome to the embassy. You will feel at home. You will feel at... Welcome to the embassy. You will see that every race has a representative in the city, even yours.
The Fae are right. Mortals ruin everything.
Dakofar?
I met with the Court of Summer just recently. Have you noticed how the gnomes... If you have any questions, speak with Griamar near the city entrance. He's very helpful.
Ambassador Calder. Lots of free stuff. An Amon's key. Am I gonna run into more of those statues? Oh no. Ah, that's how you make the honor brands. You use the honor brand specific blades that you find. This deceit of deceit. Oh, Nox. Oh, Nox.
Hello, I am Ambassador Calder of the Almain. We may be new to the region, but we are just as involved in matters of the Fae and the war.
This guy seems stodgy. Can I buy a title? 2,076 gold? What? So, what are the Almain doing here?
It is simply an honor to be here. We Almain are doing our part for the war effort, but there are plenty of other relationships to forge far from the battlefields.
And you are...
Like most of my kin, I have humble roots. My parents were both trappers on the Snaketail River, feeding much of Whitestone Village back before it fell on hard times.
Oh, maybe you're not as stodgy as I thought. This building seems rather... nice, I suppose.
Despite my position as lead ambassador to the Summer Court, I am an outsider. There is bad blood between some of the races. As a result, I try to steer my own course.
What kind of bad blood?
I do not wish to speak ill of other diplomats, but Ambassadors Keen and Brenner of the Alfar and Varani are plotting against each other, as if we need more deception.
Interesting.
See you later, friend.
Goodbye. Full ceiling. This guy must be the Varani. He looks pretty Varani. Obnox. Yes.
Aren't you bold? This is the Varani wing of the embassy, and few venture here without being summoned. I am Ambassador Advar, he who bloodies the waters.
Why do you bloody the waters?
I have served my people for 40 years, in war and in peace. Now I serve here, in the gardens. It is here where the important battles are fought. The Battle of Wills.
Right. Sounds like somebody who's too scared to fight in real battles. So, what happens here at Embassy Hall?
I enjoy being this close to those I'm competing against. That's what this is, isn't it? A conflict in which we struggle to gain the ear of the Fae. As always, the Varani will triumph.
Oh, clearly it's going to be the Darkothar. But, enjoy your little fantasy. What do the Varani want here, anyway?
The High King knows why we are here, yet he does nothing. Our people die at the hands of the Tuatha, Fae. But the Fae themselves show no remorse. Titarian and the Summer Court will know our anger, and they will aid us or perish.
Good luck with that. So, you seem like you belong in Felltown.
I have lived in less hospitable places. The Fae may not understand what it means to be mortal, but they certainly have an eye for beauty.
Don't suppose you want to teach me anything. You already know everything this trainer could teach you. Yes, but what's the skill? Because whatever it is, I want to train it. Alright, we'll come back to this guy.
I don't have time for this.
We need to remember which trainers we need to come back to when I respec. And one of them is going to be Ambassador Advar. He's a... it doesn't say what kind of trainer he is. He's an ambassador though, so maybe it's persuasion. Oh no. Now we get to fucking gnomes with ridiculous hats. Here we fucking go.
I apologize, but one of my station has many obligations to attend to. Please,
Excuse me.
Fuck, you're a gnome. How much obligations could you possibly have? Besides annoying me. Ambassador Icob.
Welcome to the embassy, young one. I am Scholar Icob of the Domus Politica. What brings you to my chamber?
Well, honestly, I was just curious what was going on in here. You're a scholar, eh?
I've had a long career as an ambassador with the Domus Politica, and as a clerk in the Grand Bursars. But the real work will be done out here, in the wider world.
I see. What do the gnomes want here in Issa?
We have a unique interest in the Fae, but I cannot explain further. I will say this. Their supposed immortality poses a problem to all mortals. The scholars in Odessa have a keen interest in gaining High King Titarian's trust and cooperation. There's so much to learn from him.
And how are things going with the High King?
A flighty creature. During my audience with the king, he forgot my name not once, but twice. It was insulting. But did he notice? Never.
Well, you are a gnome, so you're lucky you have a name at all. What do you do here at Embassy Hall?
I have no love for the other races here, if that's what you're asking. The Varani are coarse and brutal, while the Alpha are scheming and treacherous.
I don't appreciate those.
Well, they don't leave much of an impression, if I
stereotypes.
must be honest. I'll forgive them for their blandness. After all, they are so young.
Oh, gnomes. You're intolerable. Tell me your prejudiced and obnoxious opinion on the Fae, please.
There's much to be gained from an alliance with the Summer Court, although I can't say I enjoy working with Fae directly. They're too set in their ways, too rigid. They've already grown and changed. The Tuatha themselves are a new breed of creature. A fascinating amalgam that should be explored.
Well, at least they can reach the upper shelves. So, the Tuatha. They seem rather strange. They're so gung-ho and violent, but to be perfectly honest, the ones I've met don't know how to fight their way out of a wet paper bag.
We find them endlessly fascinating, in their ambition, in their magic, and in their disregard for the natural order. We could learn much from such creatures.
We could just kill them all instead. Goodbye, Icob.
Goodbye.
No mercy, that's right, Nox. No mercy. Alright, now we come to some civilized folk. The Alfar. I ain't giving nothing away, though, that's for sure.
If this were my city, I'd want to hide it too. If the gardens of Issa ever fell, I cringe to think of the outcome.
Hashtag hide your cities.
Our days are hard, petitioning the court, pleading with the High King. Whoever said an ambassador's life was easy?
Oh, I'm sorry, your days are hard. I get hit in the face by trolls.
Our days are hard, petitioning the... Do you have the authority to be here? The gardens of Issa are for the privileged few with papers.
I'm about to break the peace edict, motherfucker. Alright, you. Ambassador Mandolf. Oh, it's a Losulfar, for fuck's sake. They don't... Seriously, they don't even have a proper Docklefar here as the ambassador? Alright. Well, at least it's not a gnome.
Alpha titles available for purchase.
Hey.
Let me guess. You're here to buy a title.
No.
A bribe, is that what you want? Listen to me. I'm no one's plaything. I apologize. Forgive me. Sometimes the work in this place is too much. I thought Issa would be different, but it's just another nest of snakes.
Yeah, snakes. Snake hype. So... You're another ambassador.
You think I want to be here, stuck in this giant vegetable? Never. My mother volunteered me for this position, and I had no choice. I have a young soldier back home who waits for me, but can I be with him before he sails? No, I have to administer to the Fae.
Look, we all have work to do, lady. What are the Alfar doing here anyway?
I don't believe the Fae see the Losselfar and Dokkelfar as separate groups. They tend to view the world in strict generalities, along bloodlines and origins. Sometimes working alongside the Dokkelfar is difficult, but we have an arrangement. They adhere to their goals and methods, and we adhere to ours.
Dokkelfar life. So, Embassy Hall. Is it just a bunch of scheming, or what?
Do yourself this one favor and leave this place as quickly as you came. It's a den
kind of
of
slowly.
deceit and malice. You
Deceit?
don't want friends like these.
That's probably true. You know anything else about the war?
The war is the only reason I'm not still resisting my appointment. Something must be done. You know it as well as I do. The Fae must help. Who knows our enemy better?
That's true. Goodbye, Mandolf.
Farewell.
Something's going on in the middle here. Looks like we got a quest.
Then we must do what needs to be done.
Perhaps we must finally swallow our dignity and draw our swords. Quiet. We must not discuss this further in the open.
Ambassador Advar. We'll get some training from him.
Welcome.
Who's this little guy? I can't even talk to this little dude. Alright, finally, a proper fucking Dokkelfar person.
You must be the special messenger Tatarian's expecting. Trust me, the rest of us have heard plenty about it. Erwin can't keep his big mouth shut. I am Methani Keen, Dokkelfar ambassador to the Summer Court Fae. I'm sorry. This is a difficult position sometimes.
Well, it's about time I met someone worth talking to in here. That NPC mustn't be anyone of Gnote, says Nox. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mithany. What do you think of Issa?
Issa is fine, and the Fae are tolerable, but many believe they should do more to support the war effort. It's unjust to live in peace while the rest of the world burns.
I see what you mean. And the High King? Has he been unreasonable?
I've met with him several times. I'll admit, he radiates a certain presence, but I'm less interested in charisma than I am in leadership.
What do you think of the Summer Court? Better than the Winter Court? Not as good?
They are a council of Fae nobles that advise the High King in matters of politics. Not that they even understand what that means. To them, politics is just a game. Well, more of a game than usual. You understand my meaning.
I guess. Why do they keep us down here in Felltown?
This is where the Fae hide us to keep us out of sight. I used to take offense, but I got over it. I wouldn't want to live near them. Strange things, the Fae.
They are odd. And then, what, everything cool is up on the trellis?
Not everyone is welcome up there. It's where the court of summer nobles spend their time reminding themselves of past glories. I'd avoid it.
I see. So, what difficulties are you facing? Maybe I can help you somehow.
Something is about to happen, and it must be stopped. But that is all I can say. This is neither the time nor the place. If you're interested in hearing my story, meet me in the worship circle after dark, near the gates. I will wait for you there.
Don't know where that is, but can't you tell me more about what's happening?
This is not the place. I will meet you in the time and place I specified.
Farewell for now.
Goodbye.
New quest, Uprising. I've been approached by Ambassador Mithany Keen of the Dokalfar. She has a special job for me, one that requires the utmost discretion. She wants to meet me in the worship circle near the city gates after dark. She'll wait for me there. Okay. Lots of quests.
Welcome. I met with the Court of Summer just recently. Tarion was quite gracious, although he didn't grant any of my requests.
How does one even get the fuck out of here? Oh, where are you guys from? I live in Reno, Nevada, currently. What about you? Middle of the damn night.
There's always a festival in Felltown. If this were my city, I'd want to hide it too. If the gardens of Issa...
Pretty evening, isn't it?
Here she is. From the Czech Republic. Oh, cool.
Good. You've come. I'm sorry to make you wait like this, but what I mean to discuss is very sensitive. It involves treachery.
Oh, treachery. Well, tell me more.
Despite the calm you see around you, the gardens of Issa are on the brink of war. And the question is, which one will it be? There are plans being made to seize this city. The Varani are displeased with the Court of Summer's lack of support for their people, and they wish to overthrow Tartarian and force the remaining Fae to fight. We can prevent this, but we must act now. If saving your people isn't enough, we can pay you as a reward.
Well, tell me more.
The Varani cannot stomach Tartarian's neutrality. They believe that his Fae subjects could be convinced to march with us on the battlefield. I believe this as well, but I would never resort violence. The Varani wish to turn Issa into a military camp. We cannot let that happen. It will ruin all our people have achieved here.
But of course I'm going to side with you.
Of course. It is the right thing to do. The leader of the plot is the Varani ambassador, Kierna Brenner. Every night, the ambassador strolls Memory Walk, alone. She carries a pair of daggers. Take them. Afterwards, dispose of them. Destroy them. Salvage them. I don't care. Return to me when it is done.
You just need me to take her daggers? Hey son, how you doing? Welcome.
The Varani communicate secretly using weapons. They engrave codes into the blades of daggers and swords, and that way, they can get them through a typical search. We believe this particular pair of daggers describes the defenses of Issa, where it's strong and where it's weak. The Varani are plotting, and they will act.
Can you tell me anything else about Ambassador Brenner?
She is no politician. She is a warlord, and a cruel one. I've heard stories that would make your heart brittle. She was sent here for one reason alone, to bring down Issa.
I see. Well, where can I find Ambassador Brenner?
She spends most of her time in the embassy, but in the evenings, she enjoys a leisurely stroll through Memory Walk. Try there after dark.
I'll do it. I'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Ambassador Brenna of the Virani is planning to rise up against the Fae in the Gardens of Issa. I've agreed to assassinate Brenna for the other city leaders, but it must be done quietly at night along Memory Walk. Ambassador Brenna strolls every night. Wait, assassinate? Nothing was said about assassinate. She said take her daggers. That's it, take her daggers. How did that turn into assassinate? Well.
Evening. It's not hard to find the embassy. Just listen for the arguing.
Communicate secretly using methane? Yeah. They're those kind of Fae. Methane using Fae. Apparently her daggers means her heart in Fae-ish.
Our days are hard, petitioning the court, pleading with the High King. Whoever said an ambassador's life
Enjoying the
was
city?
Who's this guy?
Have you bought a title yet? The Scholia Arcana are the only outside institution allowed within the city. If you're interested in magic...
Mark my words. The Summer Court will end its neutrality by its own hand.
Okay, so we don't need to go back to Embassy Hall right now. I'm doing good, son. Another merchant here. Apparently there's a dungeon here. He also has a quest. Another merchant over there. Another trainer. Another trainer. You've been tumbling down a rabbit hole that is British neo-paganism all day. So much weirder and crazier than I imagined. That sounds interesting. What turned you onto that? Working on a tabletop campaign. Ah, right. Right. Well, I think that's going to do it for now. Cut this short, just a 3-hour stream to this time. I may be back to stream some more later. I'm not sure. I might not. More likely that I won't. But it's going to do it for now. You just got here. I know, son. You got here late. Thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.